What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and today we'll be talking about two different meme coins. We're going to talk about ANSEM, the Black Bull, and TBB, the Bitcoin Bull. ANSEM, everybody knows and loves because, ANSEM is one of the largest crypto personalities, if not the largest crypto personality on X. An early adopter of crypto, made a lot of money on that, and he, of course, bought this meme coin. He bought most of the supply. His wallet holds about 58% of the supply, and he's been airdropping to his community, airdropping millions of dollars worth of tokens ever since it started to grow. TBB, the Bitcoin Bull, is Jason Williams' coin. And Jason Williams is also a crypto personality. He made a vast amount of wealth investing in Bitcoin and crypto early, and he's got 69% of the supply, a little bit more of the supply. He has also been airdropping tokens. I think the last I checked, it was something like $70,000 worth of airdrops have occurred since we've seen this thing grow. We're talking about TBB because unlike a lot of these Bitcoin Bull spinoffs like the Hyper Bull, let's see, are there any other ones here? Is Fibu one of them? I don't know. There used to be a lot more Crypto Bull spinoffs, but it looks like Hood Chain just took over. Unlike a lot of these coins, TBB has actually made a stand and seen some growth and community growth as well. We've seen 1,300 holders come into play. I mean, back here we had like 200 holders, something like that. So over the past week, less than a week, we've literally seen like 5x in holders, and that's growing all the time. We're going to talk about TBB after ANSEM. We're going to talk about ANSEM first because age before beauty. This is a really beautiful chart. This is the aged chart, but we're going to get into it right now. ANSEM, the reason why ANSEM worked out so well is because you had somebody, a trustworthy figure in the space who, again, has a little bit of a rapport, has a large following, and again has put his name on the line with this token and said what he was going to do and did exactly that. Right, that builds trust, that builds hype, that builds excitement, and we saw this thing just rally on all of those things alone. I mean, this thing literally from a low to a high. How much did you go? Let's see. You literally went. You did like a 2,500x, something like that. Crazy. Crazy stuff. From this week here, the 25th of June, to where its high was over a 2,000x. That's like $1,000 turning into multiple millions of dollars. Crazy stuff. You've been consolidating now since the 6th, the 7th of July. Been consolidating here, and it looks like you're breaking out of that consolidation phase. You can see here lower lows, lower highs, and you're breaking out of it here. I think this is the staging area to get you set up for that next move higher. I do believe ANSEM will go higher. I do believe we're going to see new all-time highs, and you potentially see something that's worth either around in the proximity of $1 billion, which is $1 in price, or something that's even above there. I don't expect that you're just going to see a move like this take you all the way up there. Maybe. I mean, this is crypto. Crazy things can happen. Absolutely. There's probably been some accumulation happening over the past few days. But it's very likely that you see some volatility along the way. You'll probably get to a new all-time high, see some volatility, continue to rally, stop just below $1, and then maybe, just maybe, you get a finale pump that takes you above $1, maybe even multiple dollars. This thing is capable of seeing a multi-billion-dollar market cap. People are bored in the crypto space. They're looking for something to rally behind, and a couple $1 billion in the crypto space, market cap-wise, that's a drop in the bucket. It's not a small achievement. It's a very vast accomplishment, but it's not impossible, and we've seen this stuff happen for less. So, I mean, I really do think that ANSEM has potential to continue to grow here. We look at the 4-hour time frame on the RSI, and you've also broken out of your downtrend here. You had lower lows here with lower highs, or maybe you haven't broken out of it. Hold on, let's see. Maybe it's these lower highs. There you go, like that. I guess if we connect the dots from this high to that high, you haven't broken out of that trend. But this does seem a little bit more parallel, right? With this line here, that's a little bit of a blemish. I think you've broken out of it. I mean, this part here, you can just use your eyes. This seems a little bit detached from the rest of this movement down. So I think that you're finding support at the 40. The last time that you did that, I mean, that was before this absolutely massive surge in price. We're not seeing a surge yet, but again, you have broken out of your downward trend in the price action. You've actually got higher highs here and higher lows forming, and volume is dying off. So volume, whenever you're in a consolidation phase, which even though you've broken out of this little parallel formation here, you are still consolidating. Whenever you're in a consolidation phase and volume dies off, that means you're coming to the end of this consolidation phase and you're about to break out. The breakout will either take you this way or this way, and volume will start to back up that breakout move. So whatever direction you pick, if the volume comes in, that will likely validate that directional heading. So My expectation is that we will move higher. Therefore, when we really start to move higher, you should see some volume coming in. You don't need to see volume like this. You don't need to see this crazy volume. If you do, great, that's fine. Just remember, from here on a 4-hour time frame, from here, literally at this exact price right there, 8 hours, 12 hours later, we saw a 39-cent price. You're at 23 cents right now. I mean, it could be tomorrow, guys, and this thing's at new all-time highs. It can move fast. Yes, you got a $238 million market cap. Yes, that's high for any meme coin. You absolutely can see higher prices, man. And Ansem's smart. I'm sure he's doing some bag work of his own, and I'm sure that there are other people who are making plays on this with large money who are trying to make a play on something that will come up, the latest fad in crypto, and I think that it will come up. We've seen Robinhood chain take over the mainframe here on Dex Screener. I mean, all these Hood chain coins. But for the first time in the last few days, we're actually seeing Solana coins come back to the top. I do think that, like it was with BNB, like it was with Plasma, like it was with Sonic, and maybe some other chains that I'm not thinking of right now. This is just a fad. It'll probably dissipate like the other ones did within a week, right? Within a few days. I mean, it's only been a few days, and these are already starting to dissipate here. The Solana chain is taking back its dominance here. So I do believe ANSEM is going to continue to grow. I think Solana coins are going to come back, and in that might be when you see ANSEM start to grow as well. People are taking profits from their Hood chain coins and throwing them back into ANSEM, taking profits from other coins that might have been pumping over the past few days and then putting it into ANSEM. I think we're going to see it grow. We look at TBB. Again, ANSEM worked out so well because the guy behind the project, ANSEM, the Black Bull here, he bought the majority of the tokens. And unlike most people in the space who, if they buy the majority of the tokens and it turns into hundreds of millions of dollars, unlike most people, he didn't rug on his community. He didn't say, I accidentally hit the sell button, or I got scammed, or any kind of lame ass excuse like that we've seen in the past with various other creators. ANSEM has his own money. He's got his reputation. He's put his name on the line, and he's literally said that he doesn't care how far this thing's going to. He's just going to airdrop to the community because that's what he wants to do. He wants to give back to the community, and that was a great idea, and that was something people rallied behind. And Jason took that idea and ran with it on his own. And here, he's actually got more of the supply relative to the total token than what ANSEM has. And Jason also has a large following. He's got almost like a third of a million followers, like 300,000 followers. And it's a lot less than ANSEM. ANSEM's got 1,100,000. Jason has 280,000, 300,000, something like that. But with that, I still think that there's tremendous potential here. You're only at an $8.1 million market cap. ANSEM saw a $440 million market cap. It has the potential to go to $1 billion. I can't help but think that this coin could be worth $100 million or more in market cap valuation. I really do believe it's the next ANSEM token. And beyond that, you look at any of these crypto bull coins that have come out, the white bull, the Solana bull, the gold bull, the silver bull, the plutonium bull, whatever they all are, the CZ bull, the Michael Saylor bull, all these bull spin-offs from ANSEM, they all pump for like a day or two or three, and then they dump. They rug pull, right? Here, in the first hours of this thing, you had early round snipers come in and they sold. That's pretty common in meme coins. But you don't see this type of growth happen afterwards. Not only growth in the price, but growth in the holders as well. The total holders that have come in, it's really grown exponentially. And hold on real quick. Anyways, I forget where I was. 8.1 million dollar market cap. Seeing the growth in holders and in price, and this chart itself just looks very, very bullish. Again, sorry for the interruption, you guys. Baby was crying. 0081 is the price right now. I do believe this thing can see a $100 million market cap. That would take us to a 10-cent price and potentially beyond. I mean, some people think that the job's done here. They thought the job was done back here. They thought the job was done back here, right? We've been bullish on it ever since. Every time we're at these low points, we're very bullish. We're going to talk about these low points here. Actually, you can see that there's intense buying going on here. We'll zoom in and check that out in a second. But I really want to focus on ANSEM as well, because the fact that ANSEM saw a $440 million market cap, almost a $450 million market cap, I really think that that paves the way. It sets an example as far as what is possible here. And we might have, I would even say that we have better tokenomics here with this token, because again, Jason, who's like ANSEM, a trustworthy figure, a crypto personality, has his own money, wants to airdrop to his community, and he's been airdropping every milestone that we've achieved in various competitions and just for fun. He's airdropped to his subscribers on X. He's airdropped to plenty of people who aren't his subscribers as well. I'm not a subscriber of his, and he airdropped tokens to me. And anyways, he's a trustworthy figure. That's why this works. The fact that for him, $8 million isn't enough to cut and run on his community. $100 million, $500 million isn't enough to cut and run on his community. That makes a difference, because a lot of these crypto degens, these plebs, these people who create these meme coins, by the time their coins ever reach even like $1 million, that's more money they've seen in their lives. They'll just pull the rug right out from under you. They'll cut off the liquidity, whatever. But not this guy, right? Not this guy. Not this guy. Not this guy. And again, the fact that ANSEM went to $450 million, I believe that says something about the potential here. You have about a quarter of the followers that ANSEM has. Will you see a quarter of the market cap? I think that's at least possible. If not a quarter of the market cap, which would put you over $100 million, maybe half of a quarter, maybe 2 quarters. Maybe you see $400 million, because a quarter, by the time TBB reaches a quarter of what ANSEM's worth multiple billions of dollars. This really paves the way. It sets an example, and people are looking for the next ANSEM token. There's a lot of potential here, because again, even if you have less followers, right? Even if Jason Williams has less followers on X than ANSEM, even if he's less famous, crypto famous than ANSEM is, people are looking for the next ANSEM, whatever that is. And so far, a lot of coins have fallen short. Whenever they find this, they don't even have to be a follower of Jason Williams. They just have to be aware that, oh, this is the next coin. This is the next one. How high is it going to go? Well, this one saw 400 million. It's pretty feasible that this could go to $100 million. Just to put that in perspective, because we keep talking about $100 million, to put that in perspective from where you are now, that would put you at about a 12x in price. 12x in price, which would be awesome. That's phenomenal growth. 1,000 turns into $12,000. 10,000 turns into $120,000. I mean, it's phenomenal growth, and it's a opportunity that presents itself right now. It's an opportunity that's been presenting itself for the past couple of days. Here we are consolidating. I'm done talking about it. There's the sales pitch. If you like it, cool. If you don't like it, I'll see you later. But looking at the chart here, it's clear that we're on a path higher. All right, it's clear that we're not just dumping off. Right here, we're consolidating. We've got this little bull flag going on. We've got bull flags within bull flags, man. It's crazy. And if this goes the way that I think it will, if you look at this here, it might be more obvious on a 4-hour. This little bull flag endeavor right here. If this goes the way I think it will, we should be breaking through $15 million market cap here pretty damn soon, which is about a 100% growth from where we are now. We should see a 2x over the coming days. I'm actually surprised that we've been consolidating here for so long, and that not surprised in a bad way, surprised in a good way. I think that the longer that we consolidate below this $10 million market cap level, the more likely we are just going to crush right through it. $10 million, 1 cent, that's a psychological level of resistance. The fact that we didn't even bounce off of it, we've just been crowding this area, it really gets me excited for what comes next. I mean, we might not, the price action between 1 cent and 2 cent is probably not going to be long lived at all. It's going to be very short lived, and we'll probably just rip right through it. We do have a fib target from here, from a high to a low, that takes us right to 1.95 cents to 2.195 cents, somewhere right in there. We have another fib target from the original all-time high, the initial pump, to this dump here, high to low. That 1.886 level, same kind of area there, 1.9 cents to 2.5 cents. And we definitely have higher targets than that as well, sitting at 4 cents, 5 cents, and stuff like that. And as you climb the ranks, there are targets that are above $100 million, above 10 cents as well. But I don't know if these fibs will be relevant there. Maybe they will be. We'll go over that as we go further into this video. We look at the 15-minute time frame, and this is where things get a little bit exciting, where they get interesting, in my opinion. It's very volatile, very sloppy, mechanical price action, but that's because it's a low market cap coin. You've got low liquidity. it's not hard to push the price around, right? It only takes a few $1,000s to really push the price up and down a semi-significant amount. And here you can see that throughout all these times, since we've hit this $10 million market cap, every time that we've been at a low point, we've seen some volume come in here, right? We had a lot of volume on this wick, on this candle down, and the price really didn't get pushed that much lower. There was a lot of volume that came in. Somebody sold. They probably just full clipped their bags and sold right there. And then here at the lows, we had a ton of volume come in, a lot more than just this little spike here. So there's some demand there, right? We come in here at this low, there's a solid spike in volume there as well. At this low here, there's another spike in volume. At this low here, there's another spike in volume. At this low here, there's another spike in volume. There's a lot of buying going on, and wouldn't you know it, that this last like 15 minutes probably, oh, sorry, not 15 minutes, like this last hour, this dip here, the largest wick, the largest candle that we've seen in volume since this last buying candle came in the form of a very big wick coming down here, which was a higher low overall. So I do believe that there's a lot of acquisition happening here. We're shaking out the weak hands. Whenever you see price action like this over an extended period of time at the highs, it can be distribution, but typically if it was distribution, you'd see that volume come in at the highs. We're seeing it come in at the lows. It's likely acquisition. We're shaking out the weak hands, and somebody or multiple somebodies is stepping in to buy. The weak hands get shaken out, the strong hands come in, and that's setting you up for the next move. And I really do believe that the next move is going to take us well above a $15 million market cap. We very well could stop around $21 million or more. And we do have measure moves that take us right around that $20 million market cap. There are measure moves both on chart patterns and then also on Fibonacci extensions that would suggest that $20 million market cap area, 20 to 25 million, 19 to 25 million, that there's some resistance there. But we're in blue sky territory. We're breaking out. We are one solid move away from being put on the map and seeing some exceptional growth, not just in price, but in total holders as well. You never know when a move like this can come in. TA just goes out the window, you guys. People, I'm telling you, people are looking for the next ANSEM, whatever the hell that means. They're looking for the next ANSEM. This is here. We have it already. It's just not on anybody's radar. I was looking through Deck Screener. You literally got to go to like past the top 1,000 to find this thing. I don't know why. I don't know why, man. We're going to get this thing to boost. I think whenever this thing breaks out, I'm going to boost it. I don't care what price we're at. I don't care what ranking we're at. We're just going to boost it. I'm going to boost it 100 and see. And if we're at like the top 1,200 ranking and that 100x boost brings us to the top 600, I might wait to boost it again until we're climbing the ranks more. I really want to boost us to get us into the top 100. I think that'll put us on the map. It'll get us more recognition, and that could prime us for some type of a move here. I'm not afraid to boost this coin again, but I might just boost it 100x to see what that does, to see how far up the rankings we climb. By the way, shout out to everybody who's been boosting it with the votes here. I think you can vote every day because I voted yesterday. Let's see. It's just like how you're feeling. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can vote every single day. So keep voting. That helps boost the rankings as well. It's not like the most significant thing. The most significant thing is price growing, and then people looking it up, and wallet holders growing as well. Those things matter the most, but those votes do help as well. I believe here we're consolidating. It looks like we do have this bull flag, and again, if we are in a bull flag here, this should take us somewhere around $15 million to $20 million, somewhere in there. It's completely possible that we do exceed that level as well based off of our fib extensions. We look at this here on the 12-hour time frame, and we did have this little measure move here with this bull flag. We've broken out, and sometimes whenever you break out of a bull flag, oftentimes you will just see a reciprocated move like this. Sometimes when you break out, it's a little bit more methodical, but you still end up getting to that measure move area anyways. This could be one of those more methodical times. We might look back at this in 3 days, guys, and just feel like it was a straight shot up overall. I know that we've been consolidating now for the past couple of days here, but again, consolidating right below a significant level of psychological resistance, I think that's actually a really good thing, because then we just break through it. Whenever you break through $10 million in market cap and you're sitting at 20 million, 30 million, what are people saying? They're starting to say, well, what's the next target? What's the next round number? What's the next significant level? It's $100 million. $100 million for some people might sound crazy here, but it's the same people, it's the same thought here whenever we were saying we're going to go to $10 million. And down here, I even said that this coin has, it was all the same rhetoric down here, that I believe that we could see a $100 million market cap based off of ANSEM, what it's done, and the follower ratio that Jason Williams has. It's got that potential. And the only thing different about now versus then is that we're closer to realizing that potential. We start climbing the ranks in these tens of millions of dollars of market cap. It's not just going to be an idea, but it's going to be obvious that the next area we go to is this 10-cent, $100 million level. And we probably do break through it a little bit. Typically with these psychological levels, you don't stop right at it. We did kind of stop right at $10 million, but with $100 million, you'd either stop below it or you would stop a little bit above it. And with our measure moves, or actually with our measure move, hold on. With our measure move of this bull flag, that would take us above. That take us to about $150 million market cap, which I could see that happening. 15 cents. I could see us going even above there. And then with our fib extensions, we also have 12-cent price here, which is just above $100 million as well. Here we are stopping at this golden ratio. That's the 1.618. If we were to go to the next golden ratio, the 2.618, that puts us just above $100 million as well. So that's the end goal, or maybe not even the end goal. That's kind of the prize, the eye on the prize target right now that I have in mind, that I've had in mind even since down here. It's just becoming more and more obvious as we go. I mean, we're basically halfway there. There's still a lot of room for growth. In a project like this where you're getting in below $10 million, I mean, you're getting in early. You literally are getting in early. It won't be here forever. And I have a feeling that there is some acquisition happening right now. I don't know if it's for an exchange. I don't know if it's just people making a play on it who are, searching through the trenches and finding gems. But there's definitely something going on with the buying pressure at these lows. There are people taking profits, and that's pretty common. Whenever you have a stopping point, I mean, here it doesn't look that significant, but from a high to a low, we've seen over a 30% drop. Whenever you get stuff like that, you'll have people who were on the fence about taking profits here. They're in their head thinking, yeah, C-Zar says it could go higher. Maybe it does, but I've already 2x'd my money. I've 3x'd my money. I've made 50% gains, whatever. I want to take profits. And they didn't. So now that it dropped, whenever it comes back up here, they're more enticed to take profits. Again, this is part of shaking out the weak hands. There's people who bought up here who, whenever the price comes down, they sell, they panic sell, and then the strong hands step in. Again, this whole process, what we've gone through over the past couple days, is part of shaking out the weak hands. It builds conviction. It shifts money from the shaky hands, the paper hands, to solid diamond-handed holders, and that's what you need whenever you want to see a coin grow like this. That's exactly what ANSEM had, what allowed it to grow. It's exactly what we're forming here, what we're shaping up for, and I really wouldn't be surprised if over the coming days, by the end of this week, we saw something that was tens of millions of dollars. It's completely possible that we're at a $100 million market cap by the end of this week. I mean, crazy things are coming our way. I got nothing else to say. I'm going to try to just keep it to the TA next time because I feel like at this point most people have heard the sales pitch, the reasoning as to why I believe in this token. Right? It's a meme coin. It's a meme coin. Do not bet the farm. Don't sell your house and put it all in this meme coin. If you do, it's got a low market cap. If you put like $1 million in this thing, you're going to be the reason why it pumps. Hey, go ahead and do that. Pump our bags, but just be aware. You know what I mean? It's a meme coin. Don't bet the farm. Have some fun with it. Right? A little bit of money can grow into a lot of money. You could take $10 and it could grow into $100. You could take $100, it goes into $1,000. Whatever a little bit turning into a lot is to you. Maybe 1,000 is a little bit to you, and if it is, 1,000 could turn into 10,000. And I really do believe that we're going to see prices that are phenomenally higher than they are now. We're loading up. I mean, this chart overall looks very bullish. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about, and I've been jumping around so much. It's this 1 hour time frame. This 1 hour RSI. We don't really need the MACD. We'll delete the MACD. The RSI here. Every time that we've been in this area with the RSI, we've seen phenomenal growth. We've seen absolutely phenomenal growth. We've seen, from here, from a low, this is a low point right before we broke out, we went from 0.0024 all the way up to 0.0127. For example, to put that in a number that's a 5x right there. The next time that we bounced off this level was right here, and then we rallied. We went all the way up. We did a 13x. Here, this is the least reactive that we'd been, and still from a low to a high, you saw a 2x move. Okay. We just bounced off of it here. Bounced right off of here. We're in this consolidation phase overall. A pretty low reactive move as well, and still we saw something on the lines of a 50% pump. Here we are still consolidating in this area. We broke out of our downtrend in the 1 hour time frame, just like ANSEM broke out of its 4-hour RSI downtrend as well. I think this is a signal that the next move is coming in, that we're going to see higher prices come in. And over the coming hours, we should see some growth. That's really it, man. 4-hour time frame here. If anybody thinks that this is bearish divergence, I mean, maybe it's bearish divergence. It could be. It's possible. Lower highs here, right? Higher highs here. But you also have higher highs right here relative to these higher highs. I don't think it's bearish divergence. I think these are too far apart, too separated, right? You have highs here that are lower than this high here, and these highs are higher. So it's actually bullish convergence. It's not bearish divergence. You look at this on the 1 hour time frame. There were people here who thought we had bearish divergence between these points, and because we had lower highs here coming in with these higher highs, and we still grew past that, right? Here, let's see. You had some bearish divergence, right? A high and a lower high right here, high and higher high. There's bearish divergence, but you kept growing past that. And it wasn't actually bearish divergence. That's my whole point, is you actually had higher highs, relatively speaking. Bearish divergence is typically between 2 points, and that's what marks it, right? Like these points here, this high and that lower high there, that's bearish divergence. You had a high here and a slightly higher high. That's bearish divergence. It was very slight bearish divergence, so you had a slight move. This, on the 4-hour time frame, I don't think this is bearish divergence. I think this is a trap. I think this is a setup. You bounced off the 50 on the RSI. The last time that we did this, we bounced off of this area from a low to a high. We saw a 3.6x move. If we see something like that happen from here, you guys, we're at like a $24 million market cap, which we do have a measure move and Fibonacci extension targets that take us up there as well. So I'm done talking. RSI gets me excited. Wallet holders increasing gets me excited. The lack of volume that we're seeing right now as we're continuing to consolidate here gets me excited, because again, once you're at these low level areas in volume as you've been consolidating, that just means a breakout is coming one way or the other, and it'll validate with more volume coming in. So ideally it would be to the upside. Even if we do drop, even if we do go lower, it'll just be a better opportunity to buy. There is prior resistance here to find support at. I don't think that we're going to go down there, but just be aware that if we do slip from here, it is possible to go down to 0.056. We're at 0.0825 right now, and that's still fine. That'd be a primary to buy. There's probably going to be a lot of buying pressure. I just don't think that we're going to go down that low, because again, you zoom in, you look at these low areas here. There's been a lot of volume. That's where the volume comes in, is to buy there, and we see some rapid recovery. We see some absolutely immaculate recovery, just like we did about an hour ago. Come on, hold on. About an hour ago right here, just like we did down here, just like we did here. I thought we were going to break out there, but whatever, we came back. That's okay. That is okay. We're still primed. We're still ready. I got nothing else for you guys. I'm just talking to this point. So hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Oh, damn. I was supposed to talk about another coin. I'll have to save that for tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye-bye.